Hi, this is Denise Estrada, and you're watching True School Sports.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is a follow-up video to a video I did like a couple days ago about Artur Beterbiev because a report came out pretty much saying that he got injured and that he was shut down for all of 2022. And then I went into a complete meltdown, panic mode, because I'm like, man, Beterbiev is gonna have the Anthony Yarde mandatory fight pushed back, and it's just gonna cause more of a prolonged wait in the light heavyweight division, and he's gonna be robbed of his chance of greatness and fighting for the undisputed title. You know, because he can't move on with his career because he's at an age where he can ill afford to miss any time. He's no spring chicken. I think he's 37 now, 36, 37. So he's not a young guy, and you would hate to see Artur Beterbiev miss, have the Yarde fight be extended to like the spring or the first 3 months of 2023, because then that would just be a disaster. That would really put a damper on some good momentum he's built from last December to now. Last December, beating up on Marcus Brown. This past June, beating up on Joe Smith. So now, Mark Ramsey, shout out to him, nice man. I had a chance to interview him out in New York City. So shout out to the great Mark Ramsey, and shout out to there was a subscriber, or maybe not. I don't know if he subscribed, but there was a guy who watched my last video who actually posted what I'm about to read in the comments, and he's pretty much telling me that this is all exaggerated. You're going crazy over nothing. Beterbiev will be fine, and you have to delete this video. So I'm not going to delete that video, but I am going to say that to that person that watched that video, whatever his name was. If you see this video, make yourself known in the comments. But yeah, here's what Mark Ramsey said about the Beterbiev injury. He said the following, and I quote, It wasn't even an arthroscopic surgery. It was just to clean out the interior of his knee. Some of the tissue had deteriorated over time. It was really a minor thing. After the operation, he took 2 weeks off and has already returned to training. So he's back in the gym now, which is a good sign. He then went on to say, Artur has already returned to the gym. I saw what had been written in America, in the American media. They seem to have exaggerated it a bit. He can easily fight in November or December. And that's what it is. So yeah, they're going to be training, lifting, going back into the basics, boxing exercises. And they're optimistic. They're optimistic that Beterbiev will be fighting in November or December of this year. Now, if things wind up playing out like that, that would mean that it's only a month or two of pushback. That's okay. If we get a healthy Beterbiev and the fight can still go on with Yarde, then that'd be great, because Beterbiev, that would mean that in a year span from December of last year to at the latest December of this year, that means Beterbiev would have fought 3 times in a 12-month span, which is great. It's almost, these days, for a top creme de la creme world championship fighter, in this day and age, it's almost unheard of to fight 3 times in a year, unless you're like Canelo or Emilio Navarrete or someone like that. Other than like those two guys, nobody's really fighting 3 times a year. It just doesn't happen anymore. So it'd be big for Beterbiev, because he's been a guy that his career has been plagued by injuries, promotional issues, and inactivity early in his career. So that would just be massive, and I think it would set him up nicely for a big 2023, especially because Anthony Yarde is going to be, a guy that isn't expected to beat Beterbiev, but a good test, a strong test, a guy that's determined to win, and it'd be an interesting fight. It'd be a war. Yarde, I think, will be at least dangerous early on, and he's a strong, young, athletic kid. It'd be good to see how Beterbiev does against him. I mean, we saw Beterbiev against a strong, young, athletic fighter in Marcus Brown, and that didn't work out too well for Marcus Brown. So I really don't think Yarde has much of a chance, but we at least want to see the fight so that Beterbiev can honor that mandatory defense. And if he does what he's supposed to do and he stops Anthony Yarde, then he can go into 2023 with the first fight being, something of significance, something of substance, because now dominoes are starting to fall in the light heavyweight division. This has been a great year for the light heavyweight division, as I said it would be, which was the first video I made this year, that the light heavyweight division will come back this year and be restored to prominence. But Beterbiev, right? Like if he wins this fight against Yarde, let's say it happens in November, December, then he can pivot into fighting the winner of Zordo versus Bivol, which I haven't even made a video about yet, but that's official now. That fight's official now, I believe, for November the 3rd. So they're fighting in November. Let's say Beterbiev fights in November, December. Their timelines match right up, and you could literally do the winner of that fight, Bivol versus Zordo, versus Beterbiev for the undisputed championship, either first quarter of 2023 or summer 2023, but no later than June of 2023. And we can finally crown an undisputed champion. You know, get the step aside money, pay Chandler Smith, get the fuck out the way. You know, do what you gotta do. Get the Buatsi Pascal winner, pay them step aside money, get them the fuck out the way. We need undisputed at light heavyweight, and let's just everyone, when you watch this video and you have some time, get in a quiet place, get in a comfortable place, pray to the Lord that Artur Beterbiev fight November or December, so we can get undisputed early on in 2023. Because if he doesn't fight November or December, then that means he's gonna have to fight in the first quarter of 2023 against Yarde, and then that pushes the timeline of undisputed potentially out to the second or third quarter of 2023. And we don't want that, because then the more time that goes by, the more you allow for politics and just other things to get in the way of a division getting undisputed that also desperately needs an undisputed champion. If out of all the weight classes in boxing, the one that needs the undisputed championship the most is the light heavyweight division, because you have a lot of guys who are really good at the top, creme de la creme top at the top, but none of them are really stars. And I feel like we would really get a lot of answers as to who's who, and it would be able to create a star in the division, you know. So yeah, that's the news. I guess Beterbiev is going to be fighting in 2022. At least optimistic about it. Mark Ramsey and the fine focus team Beterbiev. So great news, and hopefully we get the announcement for the fight soon, and a date, you know, venue, all that good stuff, so we can all get excited about seeing boxing's knockout king, one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world, and a guy that's well on his way to cementing himself as one of the all-time great light heavyweights in the sport, Artur Beterbiev. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, because we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and I know with your guys' help we'll get there quickly and swiftly. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Just like Mayweather's uncles would say, a lot of people don't know shit about boxing. You know, you do. You've done it.
Thank you.
You about the only smart guy that I know, bro. Nobody knows shit about boxing.
I appreciate it, man.
I want to say, man, make sure to follow True School Sports, always covering boxing at the highest level, man, and make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Follow him on Instagram at Just a Kid from Dania as well.
He the plug.